What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to show you guys the best builds in NBA 2K26. I'm going to show you guys all the builds that I made in NBA 2K26, and I'm going to give you guys a rating for each build. As you guys know, I've been streak hunting the whole 2K, and I've made a ton of builds. I'm going to show you guys all my builds because I'm very transparent with you guys, and I don't want to hide anything. So stick to the end of the video. I'm going to give you rankings and why I can improve on the builds, and this will help you big time to make the best builds in NBA 2K26. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys. Let's get right into the video. So stick to the end. I promise you, you'll learn a lot of stuff from this video so you don't make the mistakes I made. So right away, this is the first build we made, the 6-3. We're going to look at every single build. So this is going to be a long video because I have a lot of builds. But trust me, you want to stick to the end because I give you guys advice for everything. So right away with this build, he's 6'3", 178, 6'5" wingspan. He gets all the contact dunks because the vertical, the dunk. We did the cap breaker to the three-pointer. You see the ball handle is pretty high. The speed of ball is going to end up going to 91. The defense is high with the perimeter, the steal, the block. This build is very, 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 very good. When I made this build, I was thinking about running threes with it and running shooting guard and pro-am. Obviously, you cannot run shooting guard and pro-am with this build because it's too short. 6'8s dominate everything. So that's a little gem for you guys right there. Everyone that's playing shooting guard and pro-am is 6'8. So, hey, anything shorter than that is kind of troll. So 6'8. So this build didn't work out for shooting guard and pro-am. Now, you guys can run point guard with this build, but the pass accuracy is too low, so you got to put your next cap breakers to pass. At least get the pass to 76, so you need to put 2 cap breakers on the pass, which is kind of a troll way to use your pass accuracy, but this build, you can play with this build in threes, and I use this build in threes to win a lot of games, especially early on. So this build is really, really good for threes, especially with the contest patch. You could contest, guard ball, play defense, or whatever. And you can run double bigs. So I think this is an amazing threes build. For fives, it's kind of cooked. I wouldn't make this build. But for threes and having fun, this build is pretty good for having fun and playing threes. The only problem with this build is, like I said, it's 6'3", and the pass accuracy is a little shorter. Another big issue is the three-pointer. So I get Legend Limitless with the max plus 1s and 2s. I get Legend Limitless. I get all the Legend shooting badges. I get Legend Posterizer. I get everything, right? But the problem is, 2K Labs came out with a video and said 993 with Legend Limitless is way better than any other rating with Legend Limitless. So 993 is actually broken as hell. So this kind of kills this build. I give it a 7 out of 10 though. If I want to have fun, I use this build. This is a really, really fun build. 7 out of 10. It gets Legend Posterizer, Legend Limitless, Legend Lightning Launch with +1 cap breaker, and a complete defense. So this is a good little fun build if you guys want to make. I give it a 7 out of 10. Remember, we're going to rank every single build I made in order, so stick to the end of the video, guys. Maybe you guys learned something. Who knows? So this is my first original 2v2 build that I made before the cap breaker meta and stuff. This is the little 2v2 build I made, and we're going to talk about the 2v2 build right here. So right away, this is a 2v2 build I made. I start with 89 dunk. This could get up to a 94 dunk if you want. So that's a really good dunk. My three-pointer, 89 three-pointer, and then we put the cap breaker on the midi, really good midi. We got the 6 we want. We play really good defense. We could rebound, and our vertical is high. So the only bad things about this build, right, guys? The bad things about this build is, I would say, you can't get blur, which is the best takeover in the game right now. You can't get blur because you need 80 speed ball, so we don't get blur, and we don't have a 93 ball, so we don't get deep bomber either. So that's 2 no-goes right there. So I made this build day 1. It's really, really bad for that aspect. But the thing that makes this build fun, if you guys really want to use it, what makes this build really fun is the posterizer goes to Hall of Fame. You can put this up. The shooting badges go up really high also. So this is like a fun build if you want to use. This is a fun build. You could grab every rebound with this build. You could dunk on everyone with this build. You're a sniper with this build. You can play defense. This build's really, really cool, but I did not utilize the takeover stuff and the cap breakers the right way. So I give this build like a 4 out of 10. I give this build a 4 out of 10. I would not make this build right now because it's not like cap breaker modified. So now I'm going to show you guys. So after this build, right, I made the cap breaker modified build. So I called it meta because, you know, I modified the cap breakers, and we're going to show you guys this build. So remember, last build was 4 out of 10. For 2s, I give this build a 9 out of 10. I give this build a 9 out of 10 for 2s. You could actually play pro with this build too. So as you guys see, I played the cap breaker game with this build. We're going to end up getting a higher mid to get the legend, to get the Hall of Fame badges. Then we could get legend with the +1s. But so we got a couple more cap breakers to go on the midi. But as you guys see, this is way better than the last build, right? So the last build had way higher rebounding than us, but we have contact dunks. We're a way better 3-point shooter. We get deep bomber. We get speed with ball. We get blur. We get way higher mid. We get a mid. We get pass accuracy. We get ball handle. We get better defense. We get better steal. And we're faster and more agility. Now, I'm going to make another updated version in like a week when I hit starter 5. I'm going to make another updated version. It's crazy, guys. 2K is so smart with the cap breakers. They know that when you unlock more cap breakers down the line, you're going to have to make new optimized builds. So, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a long year of just making new builds. But as you guys see, if you put the ball handle 65, 5 cap breakers gets it to 85. If you put your speed ball to 68, 3 gets it to 80. So, pretty cool stuff right there. We still got room to put our mid-range by up 1. And yeah, once we put our mid-range up 1, I think we're going to dabble into the speed and the agility section. So, yeah. Yeah, so this is... I give this build 9 out of 10. We just need higher speed and agility on this build, to be honest. So, now, we are going to... the shooting guard right here, shooting guard. This was another 6'8". I don't know what 6'8" this was, but it was probably pretty bad. So let's see this 6'8" right here. Let's see what we did right here with this 6'8". So this 6'8", let's see what we did with this one. This one we had no steal. We had 74 block. We have a lot of shooting. We have no dunk. We have D-board. We have high agility and speed. So yeah, this build is kind of trash because the no steal pretty much. I know you can't get steals like that. It's 2K anyway, but the fact that people could throw it at me no matter what, that's bad. No steal, and then low pass also is pretty bad. So yeah, I give this build like a 5 out of 10. Last build is 9 out of 10. But if you want the speed and agility, you could make it, but it's not cap breaker optimized. So this build is pretty bad. So we're not gonna look at this build. Pretty bad build. As you guys see, I mess up too. Pretty bad build because as you get more cap breakers, you gotta be more smart with your stuff. So now we're on to my pro-am build, my 6-1. I love this build. I love the 6-1. I'm going to drop videos with it. If you guys haven't seen my pro-am gameplays, I dropped 50 on Chalk, Jay Bullen, 2-talk, and then I dropped 40 on Chalk, 2-talk, Jay Bullen with this build after the contest patch. One bad thing I will say about shorter guards, they do get contested way more, but I will say, if you know how to score on a small guard, you are a dog. You are the best player on 2K. I'm being so honest. Because if you guys watch me play with the small guard, I play off IQ and just being smart because little guards get contested all the time. Now, when I get more cap breakers, I'm going to move on to 6'4". But 6'1s get the most stats on the game. So if you want the most stats on the game, make a 6'1". But if you have a lot of cap breakers, you want to play pro, make a 6'4" point guard. And if you want the easy way out, just make a 6'8" shooting guard and just leak out and just play for heat check and your badge. So if you want the easy way out, 6'8" shooting guard and pro-am. If you want the most cap breakers at point guard, 6'1". But if you want to have the best time of your life at point guard, 6'4". So yeah, we get contact dunks. We get the contact dunk package. 87 is really good. I was dunking every time. 90 mid range is good. We cap breakered our 3 to 99 to 99. 99 free throw, 85 pass accuracy, 92 ball handle. We got one more cap breaker to put our lightning launch at legend. We have 83 perimeter for silver defensive badges. We have maxed out blocks so we can jump get contest. 73 steal gets you a silver interceptor. So this is a pretty good build. All my other builds, I have shooting specialization, guys. On this build, I'm going for playmaking because it does not make sense to have shooting specialization on a maxed out 3-ball build. You want to have playmaking specialization on a max 3-ball build. So you get the playmaking badges and the playmaking cap breakers. So make sure you guys do that. I give this build a 10 out of 10. This build is perfect. I love this build. It's amazing. Only bad thing about this build is it's not 6'4". But down the line when I get more cap breakers, we will be 6'4". But as of now, we're dropping 40 in pro-am pretty easily with a 6'1" after the contest patch where I get contested every time. So yeah, pretty good build. 10 out of 10. I would make this build again and again and again. And yeah, if you guys don't want to make a 6'1", I would wait till 6'4", or take the easy way out with a 6'8". Easy way out, 6'8". Easy way out. That's the easy way out. 6'8's nothing more to say about that. All right, so that was my pro-am build. Now we're moving on. This is my little. I guess I'll show you guys this. This is where I used to grind my playmaking cap breakers. Or my playmaking specialization. So if you guys want to do this little tip or trick, I go in the rec center by myself sometimes, or I play with teammates. I just made a big 7'4", and don't pay attention to the cap breakers. I just got bored. I just put random cap breakers on, but I maxed out the rebound and I maxed out the passing. I didn't put no VC on them, so I'm 7'4" with 80 rebounding with 87 pass. So I'm just gonna grab the rebounds and I'm going to throw it down court or pass it to my teammates, and they get me assists. So if I want to get rep with assists, I made a 7-4, and I put playmaking specialization on him so I could grind my playmaking. All these assists and goals I've gotten is on the 7-4. So I do not want to grind assists on a small guard. So that's a little tip and trick for you guys. That's why I made that build. If you guys are wondering, why does he have a 62 overall? That's why right there. We made a 6-7. This is my most recent 2v2 center build that we made the playoffs on. We 2-0 Chad Benz with this build, and we did really good. Chad Benz ended up winning the championship, but we were the only team to really sweep him, and we swept him with this build right here. This build's pretty cool, pretty fun to use. Remember, stick shooting is banned in the wagers I play in, and you can't be over 6'10 center. So I had to make the most optimized build, most fun build that could like trap and play crazy. And this build's won me a lot of games. You get contact dunks, you get stand dunks, you can pass, you dribble like a guard, you move really fast, you could get Hall of Fame lightning launch, you could switch on ball, you could get steals, you could get chase down blocks, you could grab offensive rebounds, you could get D boards, you're the fastest on the court, you're the strongest on the court, and you jump really high. I give this build a 7 out of 10. Really, really good. I think this build's really good. Only bad thing is it can't shoot, but you could shoot threes with two-way if you get two-way somehow. So it's kind of crazy. But I love this build. I give it a 7 out of 10. Pretty cool. 6-7 build, whatever. So 6-7 build right there. Next, we're going to our 7-4. So this 7-4 is a 7-4 I dropped. 2K did patch 7-4s. With the contest patch, if you jump at 7-4s, they will get contested, so you can't shoot on heads like that anymore. But I made this build to have fun. I made an offensive juggernaut 7-4. I do not want to play center with this build. I made this build to play like guard. So I play like guard with my 7-4. So this is a fun build if I want to just chill and just chuck and just have fun. So as you guys see, the close shot's really high. You get legend float game if you want to do floaters. You get legend rise up if you just want to stay in the paint and just stick dunk every play. You get maxed out shooting badges. You could put max +2 on your shooting, so they can't contest the fades, the shots, whatever. You can do whatever you want. Pass accuracy is pretty cool. The block is really high, D-board's really high, and we're really fast, but we ain't get to upgrade the strength yet. And we could cap breaker our offensive rebound down the line, so this becomes 68, 71, 74, 77. So 77 offensive rebound. I know that's pretty low, but since I'm 7-4, I could grab them anyway. But yeah, that's my little fun build. I give it like a 5, 6 out of 10. It's a fun build. I don't use it anything competitive, but if I just want to relax and have fun, this is the build right here. Get me my easy rep, easy XP, pretty easy right there. So now, we're looking to our other builds real quick. Let's see the other builds. I think we have 2 more remaining, so if you guys stick to the end of this video, I appreciate you guys. Alright, so we're at our 6-8 now. 6-8, this is another build I used. I use this build in wagers, only 2v2 wagers. So if you see short centers, I'm using it for 2v2 wagers. And let's see the build right here. The build is 6'8", 260, 7'2" wingspan. It has no dunking at all, which is the biggest red flag. You need dunking on this game. Well, you don't need it if you're like a 300 guard, but if you're anything else, you do need dunk to get the easy baskets. Pass accuracy is pretty high. I like the playmaking, all that. I actually really love this build. The only big red flag, man, the dunking is a huge issue. Sometimes I get random layups and they just pin my stuff against the glass. So I will give this build a 5 out of 10 because of low dunking. Like, you need to dunk. Dunking is so important if you're not a 300 guard. Dunking is very important. So, yeah. I lost some wagers with this build by not being able to dunk the ball. So that's a red flag right there. 89 dunk is just so good. You don't even need stand dunk, to be honest, that big if you have an 89 dunk. Just because every dunk is off the, like, dribble. It's crazy. So, yeah. I give this build a 5 out of 10, though. Pretty bad build. I did not cook it all with that build, but hey, I'm here to show you guys my highs and lows, man. My builds. I'm here to show you guys my highs and lows. And this build is probably the worst build I made. I made pretty bad builds so far, but I think this build is the worst build I have made so far. And this build is the 6'3". I have not posted this build on YouTube because, hey, I do not want to post builds that are trash and you guys make them. Like, I actually feel guilty when you guys make builds that are trash. So that's why I really take my time with making builds and thinking about what I post, because I do not want to post trash builds for you guys. So this is a build I have not posted on YouTube. You guys can laugh at it. I thought I was cooking something. I was not. So I put the three-pointer up a lot. I put the midi up a lot. I put everything up a lot. This ends up being a 91 speed ball. I'm 6'3". You know, defense is cool because I'm 6'3", I'm taller. But I don't know what I was cooking with the dunk. What does the dunk go to? This goes 58, what, 66, 73. So I'm cap breaking my dunk to 73 from no dunk, and I'm wasting cap breakers because I need more of a speed with ball. I don't know. I'm just literally just wasting. What is it? Playmaking specialization? Yeah, I'm just wasting attributes. I don't know. I can't contact dunk. Yeah, it just has higher mid. I don't know. I give this build a 2 out of 10. Do not make this build. I don't know what else to say. This build's trash. I gave Ronnie 2K a free $100, man. Hey Ronnie, enjoy your free $100. This build's trash. Do not make this build 2 out of 10. So let me know what you guys think about my builds down below. I love you guys. Let me know if you're making some. Let me know if I'm a terrible person and terrible at making builds. So let me know if I baited some of you guys. You know, whatever. But I apologize if I baited you guys and you guys made some of my trasher builds. But it's so hard to like predict cap breakers. And the meta shifts all the time. Because in a week, Mike Wang might shift the meta completely. He might patch dunks. He might patch blur. He might patch limitless. He might patch fades. He might, you know what I mean? Like, at 2K can play. 2K can do whatever they want to our players. And then obviously the cap breaker system and new cap breakers features people find out every day. It gets kind of expensive and time consuming, but hopefully you guys learned some advice and learn from my mistakes that I made from this video. I love you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. It's your boy Ofeb, and I'm out.